Today marks my 200th video today here on YouTube. Cue that confetti. Yeah. So at the moment we are at day 169 of this year so far, and I've been posting every single day on YouTube. Why, may you ask? Well, a lot of people have been asking me that. My friends, people on the internet, people who I just met that I tell them about my YouTube experience. Why do you post every single day? And the answer is because I am stubborn, and I'm determined to make it through this whole entire year with posting every single day. I also like to think of it as a free course on content creation, video production, and video editing that just costs a lot of time and a lot of patience. Another question people like to ask me is, why do you work so much and when do you find time to make these videos? And the answer to that is, I feel like I have been slacking for about 10 years of my life. Throughout my late 20s and my early 30s, I feel like I was working entertainment gigs quite a bit and making enough money to get by with having a bunch of free time. And in my free time, I would spend a lot of it practicing stuff or playing video games or just hanging out with friends and having a good time and trying not to spend money and being as frugal as I possibly could. I would justify not working and doing all those things in the efforts of saving the money that I had instead of going out and trying to make more money, or instead of going out and doing things that were more or less more productive and move me forward as an artist in life. So as a result, I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do. There's a 65-year-old Doug or Flec in the future that I have to take care of right now while I'm still able-bodied. And for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been assisting various people with different disabilities, and I've learned a lot from that experience. I've learned not to take my own personal abilities for granted, and I've also learned that we never know when we can just lose our abilities too. You can acquire disabilities as time goes on, you can acquire allergies. Life just changes all the time, and it's best to make the most of the moments that you have while you have them. So with all that considered, I feel this need to crank out as many videos as I can this year in order to level up my video production skills to achieve even bigger, more grandiose, more fantastic, and more fabulous goals next year. And who knows, maybe I can fulfill some of those goals this year too if I level up my skills fast enough and if I manage to free up enough free time. Whatever free time is these days, I have no idea what that means anymore, because there's always something to be done. There's always something that needs to be done. There's always another goal or project that I want to accomplish. And every single time I pick one thing, I feel like I'm ignoring all of the other things. It's just a very exciting time to be alive, especially when you're interested in as many things as I'm interested in, and especially when we have all the resources available at our fingertips in order to research these things, such as the internet. So for the past 5 days, I've worked over 60 hours, since Monday, and it's Saturday right now. 60 hours doing in-home care, caregiving, peer mentorships, and odd jobs. And the best part about all this work is it's incredibly fulfilling, and it makes me feel good about myself and what I've done for other people, and the people I take care of are very, very grateful that I'm there too. However, that reduces the amount of time I have available to pursue my own artistic endeavors. And that's okay too, because I'm still trying to figure out what direction I want to go for the most part, and it gives me plenty of time to reflect on what I want to do before I make my next move. I don't intend on deleting any of these videos this year because I want my mistakes to shine through as well as my successes. And I want other people to see what happens if you do post every single day on YouTube. I know I risk a lot putting a lot of my personal life and a lot of myself out there in the world for other people to see and judge and all of that sort of thing, but I really don't care anymore because I need to create things regardless, and I've held myself back a lot throughout my life from creating and putting myself out there for fear of being rejected or for fear of not doing it as well as I could do it. And I think it's better to create bad art than to not create art at all. And yes, I actually do consider making YouTube videos every single day a form of art, because I am of the school of thought that everything we do is in itself a form of art, no matter what you're doing, whatever sort of creative expression you're doing. So the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress yourself, the way you hold yourself in public, the way you do things in general is all an art form, in my opinion. So with all that being considered, today I slept in nice and late with me and my manager, Lucy the cat. Say hi to the camera, Lucy. Lucy, by the way, if you're following my channel, she's doing so much better. The swelling is going down quite a bit. Her front left quadrant was swelled up quite a bit because she had a cavity inside of her mouth where a tooth fell out and it was infected pretty bad. But she's been on a healthy dose of antibiotics for about 15, 16 days now, and she's purring a lot happier, she's a lot more comfortable in her own skin, and we're going to take her back into the vet on Tuesday in order to see what the next step is, whether or not she needs surgery or if she's going to heal up all on her own, and we'll figure that out soon enough. So if you follow my channel, you already know that Lucy is having some health issues and that she's on her upturn right now, which is good news. And if you are new to my channel, earlier in this video you realized that I post every single day to YouTube about too many different things, and I don't specialize. Those are two big rule breakers if you are a new content creator. You don't want to post every single day, and you want to have a dedicated focus and a way of marketing yourself out to a specific target audience. And that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested more so in expressing myself and providing quality content to a variety of different people out there with a more long-term approach to doing content creation. So I hope it works out. I want to reach as many different people as possible about all the things that I'm interested in and share those interests with other folks. And I do hope to get as many people as possible interested in the things I'm interested in, because the things I'm interested in I'm fascinated by for reasons. So with as chaotic as I am with my posting, I made a bunch of playlists that organize all my content in a way that makes it easier for people to find something that may or may not pique their interest. So do both of us a favor and check out my playlist section here on my channel to discover more things that you might find interesting as well. But one thing I do consistently is I post weekly circus and flow arts tutorials every Sunday night or Monday morning, and you can learn all sorts of different circus and flow arts. And these tutorials are aimed towards the beginner, so you can learn the basics, the very, very fundamental beginnings of how to juggle balls, or juggle clubs, or contact juggle like that thing that David Bowie did in Labyrinth, or like that fushigi craze a couple years ago. Or you can even learn how to spin things on your finger. We call this pididdling. It's when you take something flat like a book, a ring binder, or a server tray, or in this case a flat pillow off of your couch, and you spin it on the tips of your finger. You can do this with many different items. It's pretty cool. It's a fun universal trick. Or you can even learn how to use the devil sticks. The devil sticks and myself, we go way back. I was 12 when I first picked them up. I started getting proficient when I was 14. Now I'm 37 and I'm still using them, and they're a lot of fun. It's a great way to get exercise and level up your dexterity skills and all sorts of other things as well. So if you check out my playlist section, you can click on the Circus and Flow Arts tutorials, or even my contact juggling tutorials to know more about how to teach yourself how to do these tricks. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for watching my 200th video here on YouTube. I appreciate it very much. It's been a long ride so far, and I intend on only getting better and better at this, and to provide more content that's more meaningful for the viewer rather than me just talking your ear off about what's going on in my little old life and how I work too much and yada 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 yada. This isn't supposed to be about me, it's supposed to be about the rest of the world watching what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get better and better at this as time goes on. So I'll end this video the way I've been ending all my videos lately, with these words, as cheesy as they may be. They mean something to me, and hopefully they touch someone out there. And here they are. Remember to never give up. Do your best. Stay true to you, and be amazing, folks. Thanks for watching. That's the video. Hope you have a beautiful night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.